We welcome you to a rockin' Cintas Center. It's Xavier Musketeers back at home against the fourth-ranked UConn Huskies, 13-2 on the season. Hi again, everybody, with LaFonso Ellis, Jeff Levering with you. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Listen, both these teams have some great scores. Yes. Cam Spencer, I should say, for UConn. He can fill it up. For Xavier hanging on to the basketball, but we talked about Cam Spencer, but man, Alex Caravan, you got to be careful with him. And for Dan Hurley to have more than just one weapon is critical for UConn.
And Alex Caravan's ability to be able to play the 4 or small ball 5, his ability to be able to step out and stick it. They love to run this little empty side, little ball screens and pops to give him an opportunity to be able to stretch it, coming off a 20-point game against Butler.
And Sean Miller and his Musketeers trying to avenge a loss at Villanova last time out. They've got to control the glass. That is going to be key. Both teams in their shoot-arounds today saying he who controls the glass wins this game. Ready to go as Xavier wins the tip.
On the top, UConn sniffed that out, had 2 bodies in the lane.
For UConn, come from behind victory against Butler last time out in Indianapolis. This is a great swing into the Midwest as Caravan fires from 3 and buries his first shot.
Desmond Cloud, number 1, and White got hung up on the screen, which created the airspace for side shoulder and able to get it off the glass and in.
Abu Usman has been great in conference play. Got to stay out of foul trouble. Not a lot of depth on the front line for both of these teams. Spencer hounded by Oliveri. Looking for help. Deep 3 by Newton falls. Teams in the league, Xavier. Spencer with 2 Musketeers around him, buries a 3.
You can't give him any airspace. You got to get up into his chest. And
so comes away with a loose ball and a fresh 20. Newton drives, reverse, good.
The help side defense there for Xavier's.
Nearly lost it. Five to shoot. Spencer trying to find space. Now Newton hounded by McKnight. Spencer from the corner buries it as the horn sounds. And a timeout on the floor. UConn burying 3s early.
You got to know where Cam Spencer is. Relocates there, late closeout, and he throws it.
Welcome those of you that were just watching St. John's at the Garden. Alex Caravan fires another 3 and makes it. With LaFonso
big on the strong side in the interior. Really well done by Sasha Chani.
Dominating in the paint so far. Xavier taking advantage. Caravan slips out and hits his 3rd 3 of the game.
You have to lock and trail him on the weak side, getting dribble to get a little closer to the basket. Then that hook shot goes in.
Spencer open, hits the deuce.
How about the poise off the dribble and the pull-up J.
Oliveri too strong on the UConn, but they're hitting 3s, and they've got the lead. Spencer, tough shot. Offensive rebound by Newton. He finds Johnson. First 3-point attempt of the game for the Musketeers. Stewart, a little Euro step through the paint.
Yeah, I thought getting to his right shoulder.
Nice, great slip from Spencer on the baseline. Gonna create a little bit of havoc, at least in the backcourt. UConn breaks it. Caravan inside. No, Caravan follows for 2.
Another aspect of
bit in front of his bench. Spencer into the paint. Cam Spencer with a dozen.
He's so good with that. Gets you chasing. Gets that big to come up.
Castle, no first half points.
No.
Does have 4 assists, but no points. Newton trying to get around McKnight. Throws the lob. Johnson's there to give UConn the lead.
Great hands there.
Able to convert on foul. Getting close, but not there yet. Castle to the rack. And a 3-point opportunity for Stephon Castle.
whether it's in transition or in the half court, with the matchups that Xavier has on Castle, he has too much speed and ability to be able to finish around the rim, regardless of who's guarding him. I would like to see Denny Hurley get...
Caravan, 2-on-1 for UConn. Throw the lob to Castle. Somehow able to get it to go through. That's athleticism right there.
And that's what we talked about.
It is UConn 42, Xavier 38, in a spirited first half here in Cincinnati.
Early, it looked like UConn was going to blow Xavier off the floor with 6 of 9 early threes. Xavier clamped down defensively and able to climb back in this game, only down 4.
Coming up at the half, Jeep Halftime Report. Rob Stone, LaVal Jordan, standing by in the studio in L.A. Castle passes on the 3. Namiksha on skates, and Castle goes right to the rim. And Sean Miller is hot on the Xavier sideline. There's Castle for the jam. Spencer to Johnson.
When the big sets that screen and rolls, it's the weak side forward's responsibility to get over. Step back 3, one of the most difficult shots to make on the floor from Desmond Clark.
Spencer on the curl, hits the 3.
Challenge by Cam Spencer, 12 in blue, altered that shot.
Newton dials up a 3 and hits it. UConn's got the lead again.
Tristan Newton just so poised.
Taking just 12 threes on the season. Now Newton on the other end hits another. Back-to-back trays for Newton.
What Xavier...
Jalen Stewart with a rejection of McKnight. Yara for 3, got it. Here come the Huskies.
Jara's now 5 of his last 7 over the last 3 games.
And it's a turnover. Newton spinning around with the left hand. Newton having a whale of a second half.
8.
That's right. Trying to bleed into that paint. Spencer got it to go. Cam Spencer, 17. Xavier had the look. Get back on defense. Wow. Tiara, wide open lane for 2. That just parted like the Red Sea.
Transition defense has to...
They've had 2 back-to-back beautiful looks. Another 3 ball. Oh, boy, Hassan Diarra. The floor.
Yes.
Samson Johnson picked up his 4th foul about the 11-minute mark.
Practically have 5 guards on the floor. Tough to match up for Xavier.
Caravan has not seen the floor since he took an elbow to the forehead. Spencer hits the jumper, and it's a 12-point lead. Castle goes baseline. Castle reverse. Boy, that freshman can play. Spencer, 8 to shoot for Newton. Newton, step back jumper inside the 3-point line. No good. Tiara flying in for 2 more. 11 second half points. Boy, that would have changed the game dramatically to get points out of that possession.
Take one now because
Castle goes right to the hoop. 7-point lead. Newton misses. And he earns his second shot.
Did Tristan Newton just wave to the crowd?
He did.
That's just wrong. And the official had something to say to him about taunting.
James Brady just said, you lead. Time winding down. Spencer with the steal. And that will do it. UConn survives. The lone team in the top 5 to win this week.
Playing without their big man, Donovan Clingan, this team finds a way to win basketball game. 5 guys in double figure scoring for the Husky. Excellent effort on the road against a pesky Xavier Musketeer team.
Gritty ball game, and you're already waiting for that rematch in stores coming up in 5 games. Appreciate everybody watching here on FS1. For LaFonso Ellis, I'm Jeff Levering saying so long.